I'm sure by now those of you who are interested in athletics are aware of the Elena Congost disqualification. I think that the incident involved a genuine act of compassion from her, and she was trying to help her guide. Her guide was in distress, so what is she supposed to do? Keep running? She couldn't run. She was tethered to him, and she was more concerned with his well-being. You see, the rules were designed for situations where the guide is able to continue, but in this case it's different. Can't the Olympic people use their common sense? This is absolutely unfair. The disqualification is disproportionate to the nature of the infraction. Her intent was not to gain an unfair advantage, but it was to assist her guide. What would have happened if her guide had dropped dead? We need to use emotional intelligence, not just following the rules blindly. This disqualification is very unique and it caused immense emotional distress. And the experience could potentially discourage other athletes from participating in future competitions. I am totally against the lack of flexibility. The rules appear to be overly rigid, more so for the Paralympics, which should be more flexible. They should have the flexibility to accommodate unforeseen circumstances, never planned before circumstances. Sportsmanship and the well-being of athletes should be considered alongside the strict adherence to rules. So while it's important to maintain fairness in sport, the disqualification of Elena, in my mind, it raises questions about the balance between rules and human compassion. And it highlights the need for a more nuanced approach to judging infractions, particularly in situations where the athlete's intent is clear and the consequence of the rule extremely severe, and it wasn't a rule previously elaborated on the way it has come to light now. I think it's an absolute disgrace, and I think something should be done about that. It's unfair, and it's one of those things you look at and you're like, which human beings would have had the heart to do this? Very, very unfair. What do you think?